Dear listeners, welcome to My Travelogs. We connect you to your destination anywhere around the world, effortlessly. Below is a detailed guide for your journey from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, to GITEGA, Burundi, including everything from visa procedures, cultural awareness, health requirements, to other African communities and cuisines in Burundi. Welcome once again. Where is Burundi located on the world map? Burundi is a small yet culturally rich country nestled in the heart of East Central Africa. It is bordered by Rwanda to the north, Tanzania to the east and south, and the Democratic Republic of Congo to the west. The country lies just south of the equator, meaning it enjoys a tropical highland climate, with temperate weather in the highlands like GITEGA. On a map of Africa, you'll find Burundi just east of Lake Tanganyika, one of the world's deepest freshwater lakes. The country is landlocked, and despite its modest size, it carries a deep historical and cultural significance in Africa's Great Lakes region. Burundi is part of the African continent and often associated geopolitically with East Africa. How to prepare for your journey from Atlanta to GITEGA. To travel from the United States to Burundi, your first step is securing a visa. As a US citizen, you are required to apply for a visa before entering the country. You should contact the Embassy of Burundi in Washington, D.C., which handles visa applications from US-based travelers. The embassy is located at 2233 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest, Suite 408, Washington, D.C. 20007. Their official website, burundiembassy.usa.org, provides downloadable visa application forms and contact information. Visa processing. The visa application process involves filling out a form and submitting 2 recent passport-size photos, your valid passport with at least 6 months of validity beyond your intended stay, a copy of your travel itinerary, proof of lodging, or an invitation letter from a resident in Burundi, and a yellow fever vaccination certificate. The standard single-entry visa costs about $90, while a multiple-entry visa costs around $135. It is advisable to apply at least 3 to 4 weeks in advance of your travel date to allow time for processing and shipping. Health requirement. Regarding health requirements, you must present proof of yellow fever vaccination upon entry. It is also highly recommended that you get vaccinated for hepatitis A, hepatitis B, typhoid, and measles, mumps, rubella, MMR, before traveling. Some travelers may consider getting malaria prophylaxis, as the disease is present in parts of Burundi. Also, ensure you have international travel health insurance that includes emergency evacuation and COVID-19 coverage. Companies like Safety Wing, World Nomads, or IMG Global are suitable for comprehensive global coverage. Clothings. As you prepare your travel wardrobe, pack lightweight and breathable clothing made from natural fibers like cotton and linen for comfort during the daytime. GITEGA sits at an elevation of over 5,000 feet, so evenings can be cool. Pack a light jacket or sweater. The region is modestly conservative, so avoid overly revealing outfits, especially in rural or traditional settings. Sturdy shoes are recommended for walking, especially if you plan to explore markets, historical sites, or hilly areas. If you are traveling during the rainy seasons, February to May and September to November, bring a compact umbrella or waterproof jacket. Burundian culture. Cultural sensitivity is vital. Burundians are warm and courteous. Greet people politely with a handshake or a soft verbal greeting, like amahoro, peace. Respect for elders is highly emphasized. Sundays are sacred for many Burundians, and attending a church service, even as a guest, can be a great way to experience local culture. It's courteous to accept food or drink offered during home visits, and photographing people or ceremonies should be preceded by asking for permission. Language preparations for Burundi. Burundi has 3 official languages: Kirundi, French, and English. Kirundi is the native language and is spoken by nearly the entire population, regardless of ethnicity. French is widely used in administration, education, and media. English is emerging but still limited, especially outside of business or diplomatic circles. To make your stay smoother, you should learn some essential Kirundi greetings and expressions. For example, good morning is Bwakai Bwiza, peace is Amahoro, and thank you is Urakoze. Learning these basic terms shows respect and effort and will be warmly appreciated. Also, refreshing your basic French, especially travel-related vocabulary, will be incredibly helpful in hotels, restaurants, and transit stations. Consider downloading offline translation apps or carrying a small phrasebook. Your journey itinerary from Atlanta to GITEGA. Begin your journey at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, ATL. It is advisable to schedule your departure flight early in the morning, between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., to avoid heavy Atlanta traffic and reduce delays at security checkpoints. Flights from Atlanta to Burundi typically include 2 or more layovers. A common route is Atlanta to Washington, D.C., IAD, then to Brussels, BRU, or Addis Ababa, ADD, and finally to Bujumbura International Airport, BJM, Burundi's main airport. Once you arrive in Bujumbura, you will go through immigration and customs. Be prepared to show your visa and vaccination certificate. You'll collect your luggage, and it's wise to exchange a small amount of money into Burundian francs, BIF, at the airport, or use a card at a trusted ATM. You can purchase a local SIM card, providers like Lumitel or Econet Leo, at the airport or in town to stay connected. From Bujumbura to GITEGA, which is Burundi's political capital and a cultural hub, the drive takes about 2 to 2.5 hours by car. It's best to arrange a pre-booked private car, hotel transfer, or contact your local hosts for secure transportation. Estimated cost of 1 week stay. Planning for a week in Burundi should include costs for airfare, visa, health requirements, lodging, meals, transport, and incidentals. A round-trip flight from Atlanta to Bujumbura typically ranges between $1,200 and $1,600, depending on season and airline. Visa fees will be approximately $90. Vaccinations and medical prep may cost between $100 and $300, while travel insurance might cost about $60 for a week of full coverage. Accommodations in GITEGA range from $30 to $50 per night for a mid-range hotel, totaling $210 to $350. Meals and transportation can cost around $150 to $250. It's wise to carry around $400 to $500 in USD cash, especially small denominations, in addition to card backups. Altogether, your total estimated cost for a 1-week trip ranges from $2,010 to $2,850, depending on your comfort level, airfare choice, and spending habits. African and Nigerian community in Burundi. While not as large as in some African cities, Burundi does have an African expat presence, particularly in Bujumbura, the former capital and economic center. There are small groups of Nigerians living in Burundi, mostly working in sectors like education, religious missions, non-profit organizations, small businesses, and trade. You may also encounter Nigerian communities during major African or Pan-African events, religious conferences, and through embassy social events. There are informal Nigerian associations and faith-based gatherings, particularly around holidays and special occasions. Discovering Burundian and African cuisines. Burundi's cuisine reflects its agrarian traditions, simple, hearty, and made from fresh, local ingredients. A must-try is isombe, made from cassava leaves, cooked with peanuts, and often served with rice. You'll also enjoy brochettes, which are grilled meat skewers, commonly goat or beef. Ugali, or ubugali, is a staple cornmeal dish served with sauces or stews, while fried plantains, fresh tropical fruits, and local beans round out a typical meal. You might come across boko boko haris, a dish with Arab-Indian influence, made with chicken and bulgur wheat, especially in coastal-influenced towns. Local beverages include fresh fruit juices, banana wine, palm wine, and Burundian coffee, which is among the best in East Africa. Strong, aromatic, and usually served black. Though dedicated Nigerian restaurants are rare, Nigerian dishes like jollof rice, egusi soup, or suya may be found in homes of Nigerian expats or at special gatherings. Rwandan, Congolese, and Ugandan dishes are more commonly available, and you can ask your hotel to connect you with a local African cook if you're feeling homesick for pepper soup or moin moin, staying longer in Burundi. If you decide to extend your stay beyond your initial visa authorization, you must visit the Burundi Immigration Office in Bujumbura before your visa expires. You'll need to present your current passport, your original visa, a formal reason for extension, and proof of continued lodging or sponsorship. The process may take a few days, and extension fees vary, but generally range from $60 to $120, depending on the duration and type of extension. Final arrival, experience and cultural immersion. When you arrive in Gitega, you'll notice a slower, more peaceful rhythm of life compared to many capitals. The city is home to the National Museum of Gitega, traditional drumming performances, including the Royal Drummers of Burundi, a UNESCO-recognized tradition, and stunning surrounding hills and valleys for day trips. People will greet you with sincere smiles and curiosity. Be open, patient, and respectful, and you'll find yourself welcomed warmly into their communities. Make time to attend a local event or service, learn to cook a local dish, or visit a traditional market. Your journey to Burundi won't just be about the sights. It will be about connecting with the soul of a country, resilient, humble, and deeply rooted in culture. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. Thank you.